He is the master of all frogs, and his name is Frogz, Master 595. Frogz, Master 595. Frogz, Master 595. Frogz, Master 595. Hey everybody, this is Frogz Master 595. And guess what? Hey, what's inside Frogz guitars? What could be in there? Let's find out. Well, if we're gonna look inside the Frogz guitars to see what's in there, we're gonna need a utensil. A screwdriver. Never expected this. Well, let's screw these screws off of those guitars, and hopefully those screws are not stripped or something because of how old those guitars are. And since they're not the ones from my Frogz, since I wouldn't take them off, and they're the ones from the other Frogz that are broken, so the screws actually probably could be stripped, but it should work. Screwdriver. Looks like I got the screws all off. That's nice. Let's make sure none of them go down the vent. Keep them all right here, but they can't go anywhere. All safe and sound. They have a little bit of white on them, all the powdery stuff from the stuff on the guitars, because they're old. Cheap, maybe. Maybe not, but the screws will not go in the vent, definitely. Okay, well, there's the guitars. They're right there. Those were all the screws. Just 3 on this one, 3 on this one, you know, because they're basically the exact same guitar. So, now, let's find out what's inside. Alright, let's just move this right here. And now let's see what's in them. Okay, so, this guitar. Let's look. Alright. Okay. Isn't that cool? Oh, wow. Yup. Well, I totally didn't expect that. You know, I'm wondering why they had to put screws into this. Because, well, I don't think it was really necessary, but maybe they had to because of the design of it, or the shape of it or something, to make it, you know, look more like a guitar. They had to do this. But I don't know. As you can see, the color of it right there is basically the exact same color of it down there, and everywhere else on this. Well, over here it's a little bit darker, but, yeah. I think this part right here can come off. I don't want to snap it though, because, you know, that wouldn't be good. You know, you never want to snap anything. Kind of is already getting a little bit damaged. So I don't want to do that. But over there, if you can look right through there, that can come off actually. But, because, I mean, I already tested it before, as this isn't the first time I opened them. I opened them yesterday, but, you know, just for this video, it may look cool, as if I didn't know what would be in here, but I know. It's just this. But that can come off, but I think this one's gonna get cracked. So, you know, I'm gonna have to get this thing a little bit back in shape. Yeah, it is a little bit. Well, that's not cracked. It's like, it's just bruised now or something. I don't know what you would call it. The wood is just, yeah, okay, I got it in. But, yeah, so now that happened from getting it open again. So, you know, whatever. I mean, it's not like it's the one from my actual koi or my actual 5 o'clock somewhere that I have now. So it's alright, but there's that guitar. Pretty cool. Probably not really, but, you know, I mean, why they put screws in there? They probably just had to. Now, with this one, it's a little bit different, I guess. That's just going to be with the color. I didn't know that when these screws would come out that you'd be, like, taking it off like that. I thought everything would just go kaput. But nope. I have to do this. So, am I doing it to this one? I don't know. Now this one is basically the exact same thing, except there's a little bit of a color there. But not blood, don't worry. Not like I murdered the Gemmy item or anything. Yeah, that is just a weird color it has on it. Probably because of this color on the sides here. It's probably this part right here that's causing that part right there. Or maybe it's the... Well, no, because right here it's white on this side. It's not this color. It's white here, so it couldn't cause that. It's probably right here just because of age. I'm not causing anything. You know, the screws would go right in those 3 spots, and you'd connect them from these 3 spots, which these 3 things also have red on them. So it's definitely this paint. Now, I know this can come off. There it goes. Alright, now I can show you the other part. So, there's that little piece right there, and it just connects into that hole. So this is actually extremely simple. Extremely, extremely basic. It doesn't get any more basic than that. Like, it really doesn't. You see? See, it just popped it off. I didn't snap it, I just popped it off. That's the part up there you don't want to do. Because if you do that, then this guitar is not going to be having fun. So, they might look like they're bent now, which they probably are, but once I put the screws back on, these things will not be able to stay bent, because those screws hold these together way too well. Surprisingly, you know, I'm a little bit shocked, because just by opening this, it's a little bit, you know, flunky, if that's a word, which it probably isn't. Actually, I think it is, but now let's take a last look at both of them before we all go, if you want to see this one again. Oh god, okay. This one's a little bit tough to get into. The good thing about this now is that even though it's like that, as you can see, it stays open now. So, they're actually, oh, there is a little bit of stuff in there, actually. I don't know what that could be. Oh, well, I know what that is. That's from the screws when I was turning them out, because look at all that there. I mean, they've never been turned out. They've not been turned out since, well, they've never really been turned out. They wouldn't have needed to be. Well, there's a chance they could have been back in the day, 2006 and 7, but I doubt it. There'd be no reason for the staff to be unscrewed. I wouldn't know how to do that back then. Maybe I would, but I just wouldn't, you know, get to it. But that piece right there, that's the piece where this would come out with the other piece on it. But it doesn't want to, and it's probably because of this now, so I can't do that. But, yeah, but the whole thing of this one is basically the same color. While that one, it's 2 different colors, so at least it looks a little bit cooler. But yeah, all that little stuff right there is from the screws. But there's your last good look at it. I mean, this probably isn't that exciting, but, I mean, I guess it's better than trying to come up with a different video idea. Because I wanted to just be a little more simple, and what could get more simple than Frogz guitars? And now it's not going in. The one good thing you could say about this is that now you know how weird Frogz guitars really are. Because, I mean, they're just all bendy like this. They don't just pop off. You know, they're all bendy. You have to hold them. And then that part gets bad. And then this part pops off. It's not doing it. Okay. Okay. I thought I did something. Yeah. I don't know. That red part is from right there. Because you can see it like, it's weird. It's like going down from it. So I guess, you know, I think yesterday when I opened this, I didn't see that there. So, I mean, it could really be possible that when I had opened it yesterday and closed it back up, it had. No, I don't think that happened. That would be a little bit too weird. Oh my god, that already shut? That shuts pretty quick. Holy crap, that shuts really good. I'm just barely putting any force on it and it's already shut. See, look. It's already shut, kinda. Huh. Well. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what happens. Wasn't as bad as yesterday, but it's gonna be a problem today, apparently. But, yeah, that's Frogz guitars. And yeah, this has always been missing those 3 little things on it. I can't remember what they're called right now, but this one has all of them. Surprisingly, shockingly, surprisingly. But yeah, Frogz guitars. That's what was inside them. Now let's put all this crap back on them. Well, screwdriver helped me and it got these screws back on very easily. Good thing for that. So, what did we learn today? Well, we learned a few things. Here's the few things we learned, okay? First thing we learned, and I was learning it too, is that, well, I guess I learned them yesterday, but, you know, whatever. 3 things I learned. Okay, the first thing is that, well, this piece right here, when you take the screws off, it's very skinny. Very, very skinny. That could snap easily. Water could probably break it. It's very skinny, as you could tell. I thought that there'd be, like, another wall of this guitar, like, on that part. So when I, like, pull it off, there'd be, like, basically another guitar in this one to keep the structure better, but no. Just take it off, and it's just that tiny little flappy little bendy piece that could break because, you know, right there, that's proof. That happened on the video. It wasn't like this before. You can go back and look. It wasn't. Or maybe it was and I didn't see. But trust me, I don't think that was there. You can look. But yeah, very skinny piece here. Okay. The second part. Second. Is that well? Oh yes. Here's the second thing we learned. Useless. Useless because they did not need to put screws in here. There's no way. I really don't think that anything with the way that it was made, it would need to have screws. I mean, they could have just, you know, got this in here another way. You know, just making it just a hollow guitar, which this is a hollow guitar, because in there's space, which I didn't think there would be, like I was saying in the first reason, but, you know, they had to. So that's the second thing we learned, is that this was kind of useless. I don't really know. I think it's useless. So that's the second thing. Now, the third thing. What's the third thing about these guitars that we learned? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Well, what could it possibly be? Well, I know. It's that there's 2 very weird pieces up here. Because there's the one here, and when you pull that off, it just goes pop. It just pops off, and it can pop back on. It's weird. I would think that something cheap like this, if that came off, it wouldn't go back on ever again. But looks like it did. So it's not that cheap, at least. You know, it was 2005-6 Gemmy, so it is still, you know, better likely that it wouldn't be cheap like that. But, and also, there is, like, a piece up here, but I know if that one came off, then, we're not going to have a good time, because as you can see, it doesn't really look like that little section would really like to go in that part of the guitar. Yeah, you can see it here, and then it kind of comes all the way up here, but, it coming off all the way that much, I think might make the whole thing go plop right off. That's the 3 reasons. Now let's turn them over and say our goodbyes, because that was what was inside Frogz guitars. Yes. Everybody knows now. Okay. Peace.